Have a great night. Doran, friend, we love you.
Hansel and Gretel. Welcome to Doran Bedtime, where sweet dreams begin. Hello, my little friend. It is time to let go of the day and find your way home to sleep. The stars are beginning to twinkle like tiny sugar crystals in the sky. The forest is quiet and the moon is glowing like a warm lantern. Lie down comfortably and feel how your pillow supports your head so perfectly. It is soft like a marshmallow. Let's relax your body starting from your toes. Your feet are warm and still. Your legs are becoming heavy as if you are sinking into a soft, mossy carpet. Relax your tummy, relax your chest. Feel your breath moving slowly like a gentle breeze through the pine trees, in and out. Relax your hands and your shoulders. Let all the weight of the day melt away into your mattress. Now relax your face. Your forehead is smooth and your eyes are resting. Close your eyes softly. Imagine a cozy wooden cottage at the edge of a great emerald forest. This is the home of two kind children named Hansel and Gretel. Let's follow them into their sweet story. Once upon a time, there lived a woodcutter with his two children, Hansel and Gretel. They lived in a small house where the air always smelled of fresh pine and wood smoke. The children loved the forest. To them, the forest was not a scary place, but a giant playground filled with secrets. One evening, as the sun was setting, Hansel and Gretel decided to go for a walk. The sky was painted in shades of violet and soft gold. Hansel was very wise. He filled his pockets with small white pebbles from the garden. The pebbles were smooth and cool to the touch. As they walked deeper into the woods, Hansel dropped the pebbles one by one. Tick, tick, tick. The pebbles shone in the moonlight like little stars on the ground. Gretel held Hansel's hand and they listened to the forest. They heard the owls hooting softly and the leaves whispering to each other. They felt very safe because they knew the way back home. The forest was very peaceful at night. The trees were tall and strong, guarding the path. Suddenly, the children saw something magical through the branches. It was a house, but it was not made of wood or stone. It was a house made of sweets. The walls were made of brown gingerbread that smelled like ginger and cinnamon. The roof was covered in pink frosting that looked like sunset clouds. The windows were made of clear yellow barley sugar. The fence was made of peppermint sticks, and the garden was filled with chocolate flowers. Hansel and Gretel walked toward the house slowly. Their feet made a soft crunching sound on the sugar path. Everything was so quiet and smelled so sweet. The air was warm like a hug from a grandmother. Suddenly, the door of the candy house opened slowly. A very old lady with a kind smile stepped out. She wore a soft white apron and had a gentle voice. "Welcome, little one," she said. "You must be tired from your walk in the forest. Come inside where it is warm and cozy." The children stepped inside and saw a large stone fireplace. The fire was crackling softly. Population, crackle, population. The room was filled with soft cushions and warm blankets. The kind lady gave them bowls of warm milk and honey cake. The milk was warm and soothing. The children felt their eyes becoming heavy. The lady sang a quiet lullaby as she tidied her kitchen. The sound of her humming was like a purring cat. Hansel and Gretel sat on the soft rug by the fire. They felt so safe and so loved in this sweet house. The next morning, the sun shone through the sugar windows. The light was a soft golden color. The kind lady taught Hansel and Gretel how to bake. They spent the day mixing flour and sugar and smelling the sweet ovens. The house was a place of joy and peace. But after a few days, the children began to miss their father and their small cottage. The lady understood. She smiled and gave them a small bag of gems. "These are for your family," she whispered. "The forest will guide you home now." Hansel and Gretel thanked the lady and stepped back into the woods. The white pebbles were still there, shining in the sun. The path was clear, and the birds sang songs of welcome. They walked past the tall oaks and the silver birches. The wind was soft on their faces. Soon they saw their own small cottage in the distance. Their father was waiting by the door with a big smile. He hugged them tightly, and the children felt the warmth of home. They were no longer hungry, and they were no longer tired. They had a wonderful story to tell and a future full of peace. The forest was quiet once again as the moon rose in the sky. The woodcutter's cottage was warm and filled with light. Hansel and Gretel climbed into their own cozy beds. The blankets felt familiar and soft. Now our story is ending. The gingerbread house is resting quietly in the deep forest. The kind lady is sleeping by her warm fireplace. The white pebbles are resting under the moonlight. Hansel and Gretel are dreaming of chocolate flowers and sugar windows. And you are here in your own wonderful bed. Your room is quiet and safe. The darkness is soft like a velvet curtain. Your breath is slow and steady, in and out, in and out. You are floating on a cloud of sweetness. Your arms are heavy, your legs are heavy, your heart is full of peace. Everything is okay. Everything is beautiful. The night is long and the dreams are sweet. Sleep tight. I love you.